All right, thanks for tuning into my channel. This is Dave, and I'm back talking about Tulsi Gabbard. One thing I like about Tulsi Gabbard that really has attracted me to her candidacy is I think she's going to have this unique ability to diffuse the anger. All right. Now, I'm using anecdotal evidence here, so please, if you have a different experience, I understand. But I've noticed that, like for Bernie supporters, there are a lot of Bernie supporters out there who are really angry. And Bernie, when he talks, he sometimes gives off this air of, like stomping through the streets and bringing the pitchforks, and we're going to and I don't think America likes that. I think one of the reasons people are turned off by Trump is Trump has brought some of that on the right. The right has typically been, hey, we're conservative, so we're not going to get into the mud. But now everybody seems to be in the mud. And I think Tulsi Gabbard has the ability to lift the conversation out of the mud. And, look, I get it. Bernie is going to attract the people with the passion and the energy and the excitement. Tulsi, I think, is going to attract people that ordinarily may not care about politics that much. The activists are going to love Bernie. The workaday people, I think, are going to gravitate toward Tulsi. Now, of course, polling right now, Bernie's just crushing Tulsi, so my analysis might be very flawed, but I'm thinking hypothetical. Okay, it's hypothetical. This is if Tulsi was getting the same exposure, and look, I may be watching the whole Bernie campaign down the road and think to myself, man, I said it even when I was for Trump, that Bernie got the shaft. He definitely got the shaft. And here's the thing. People are attracted to people who get, unfairly targeted or who are unfairly discriminated against. Or if you're telling me not to listen to somebody, like if you ban something that I want to watch or listen to, I'm going to go find a way to go around you and get to that. I understand all those dynamics, but I think, what we've seen the last few years with Trump in office is that people are, the level of anger is scary. We've had people that left the left because they didn't like the anger. We've had people now who are leaving the right because they're tired of, being told half-truths and, it's kind of like the Never Trump gang. A lot of them at the beginning were like, hey, we can't elect this guy. He's too rough. He's too coarse. He breaks all the rules. He says things that he's not supposed to say. Now, there's an attraction to some of that. But, again, it's like that whole idea of needing a shower. I voted for Trump, but now I've got to go and sanitize. Like you feel dirty. And maybe some people don't care. Maybe they think I'm just crazy saying that. But they have to admit, sometimes the guy opens his mouth and you're just like, no, don't. Please don't. And then he does and you're like, oh, man. So just to wrap this up, it's going to be a short video. I think Tulsi Gabbard has the ability, though, to unite people on the left and the right. But even more important than that, to some degree, is her ability to diffuse this bomb, which some people have even talked about a civil war in this country. And in reality, that would be the most devastating thing on the planet. Okay? And a lot of pundits have fed into that. And a lot of YouTubers, irresponsible YouTubers, mostly on the right, but some on the left, have suggested it as well. Look, we're not the United States of America anymore. We are just a bunch of states. We're not united. And I think Tulsi Gabbard is somebody who can put united back into United States. Even if you disagree with some of her policies, I think she is a politician who genuinely has come around at the right time. And we should take a hard look at her candidacy, because in the end, we do have to get along with each other. We do have to agree to disagree, but we need to do it in a civil way and not with pitchforks. Because, you know, pitchforks these days are a lot more dangerous because they're knives or they're guns or they're angry mobs. And we need to not have that in our political discourse. We need to fight with ideas. And if the ideas don't work, then we need to find new ideas, you know, and try to get along with each other. I'm not trying to be all Martin Luther King here. I'm just saying, you know, we could use a little MLK. But Tulsi Gabbard, I think, is a special candidate because she comes at a time when the country is polarized, and I think she can depolarize some of the danger. All right? I don't know if that made sense, but in any event, Tulsi for president, you know, she is the peace candidate in more ways than one. All right. Talk to you soon.